Hey chat, welcome to the stream. I very quickly want to thank Rusteri for keeping this playlist updated with good music. Always appreciated. So that's why whenever I'm doing my intros, I just click the playlist and it just magically got a bunch of new stuff on it. So it's very nice. Hi everyone. Welcome. Tonight we're going to do more demos because I didn't even get a chance to play Monster Train 2, and I think I might be able to get through all the rest of the demos that I wanted to today. And there's some good ones. And then we'll play Monster Hunter for a while, so yeah, it should be a fun night. I definitely want to, obviously, Monster Train 2, that looks cool. There's a couple others, Skibbity Gat Rooms 2, no, I'm kidding. The King is Watching, stuff like that, so I think it'll be cool. What a great Next Fest, and aside from the, 4 or 5 games I'm going to play tonight, there's another, 10 that I'm really interested in, that I just won't have time to play. So, anyway, welcome to the stream. I wanted to, before we begin, I wanted to show you something. So, Rolling Stone, now, let out your exasperated sighs. Rolling Stone, yes, the magazine, who kind of what is it, Garbo? A little bit. I'm not really into that. I used to read, I guess they had interviews with, musicians I liked. Maybe I have 1 or 2 issues from, 25 years ago. But, yeah, for me, Rolling Stone usually just does top 100 lists that are, awful. That is how I know them. The past, 15 years is just awful lists. However, they made a list of the top 20 Switch games, and I read this list, and I wanted to just kind of offer my own insight now that we're almost near the end of the Switch's lifespan, and at some point I'll expand on this. But just quickly, I wanted to go through this list because I think it's pretty good overall. I also know that, a magazine or, some, review site that has multiple reviewers is not just one singular voice. It's like reading Playboy for stock prices. Yeah. So, okay, here's what we have. At number 20, Luigi's Mansion 3. I would place that higher, personally, but glad it's in the list. Legends Arceus, I really liked. I think that's a good spot for that. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I might go higher than Monster Hunter Rise with that one. And Astral Chain, personally. Bayonetta 3 was good. I don't know if it would make my list. I liked Bayonetta 2 more than 3. I thought 3 had some problems, but I still enjoyed it, and I played it and enjoyed playing it. Pikmin 4, I would put higher. Really liked that game a lot. Rise was good. I didn't play a ton of it. I would place that somewhere outside the top 20, perhaps, but I liked it. Astral Chain, also good. That would go lower on my list. Mario Wonder would go higher. Fire Emblem Three Houses would go a little lower. Haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is probably the only game on this list I haven't played. It is. So, and yeah, for the record, Fire Emblem Three Houses I liked. It was probably the one I enjoyed the most outside of Awakening. But I didn't finish it, because it just was a very long game. Let's see. Splatoon 3? That seems like a good spot for that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's a tough one, because on the Switch, it got so many levels. I skipped over Mario Maker 2. Oh, I did. I'll talk about that in a second. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe almost feels like a Wii U game still. In my mind, it feels like a Wii U game, but I feel like all the extra stuff, all the DLC and additional levels and characters does make it kind of a hard Mario Kart to top, and I think they have their work cut out for them for Mario Kart 9. So, maybe not top 10 personally, but let's see. Mario Maker 2 is probably just about in the right spot. Even though I had a lot of fun with it. Most of the levels are trash. Most of them are like auto run levels. So yeah, I wouldn't say that it's like... It's a very variable experience. You might have a great experience with Mario Maker 2. You might have a garbage experience with it. Animal Crossing New Horizons, I would go a little lower than 7. Sure, it sold like one of the best-selling games ever, but I liked it. I had fun with it, and it was very useful for a tough time, but it also... I like New Leaf and its DLC altogether, maybe a little bit better, but I also defend New Horizons more than some people do, so it would go in my, like, 15 to 20 range. Tears of the Kingdom at 6? Sure. Ultimate at 5? Sure. Tetris 99 at 4 is kind of baffling. I don't really know what that's doing so high on the list. It's good. I don't know if it's better than Smash Brothers. I don't know if it's better than Tears of the Kingdom or even Mario Kart. Sure, I could see that in my own personal top 20. At 20. I did play a bunch of it. It's a very good game. But sure. Okay, they like puzzle games. This is, again, I don't know who wrote this list, other than Rolling Stone as an entity. But I don't think it's a bait list. This is the thing. It's weird because it doesn't feel like a bait list to me. It feels kind of like just a decent collection of games in a specific order of, you know, preference, which aren't all things. Mario Odyssey at 3 is probably a good choice. For me, I would put it somewhere in the 4 or 5 range, and Mario Wonder would be right next to it somewhere. Dread at 2. I like that choice. I really like that choice. And Breath of the Wild at 1. It blew me away. I've been seeing Breath of the Wild show up on a lot of best of lists of like best games ever. And I do feel like it is a recency bias to a degree. And I feel like the game did some really cool stuff and it blew me the fuck away. And then Tears of the Kingdom tried to do it again, and it kind of did. It was like a magic trick. I don't know how that happened, but it worked. I would need more time to know if Breath of the Wild would be my favorite Switch game, but it's definitely a top 3. So, you know, having Dread and Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey all together like that, it's not a bad choice. However, there are some things missing. I kind of feel like, since I haven't played Xenoblade, I would throw, like, Mario Party Superstars up there. I haven't played enough Jamboree, but that even seemed a little bit better. So, throwing a Mario Party game that's actually good. Live Alive is another one. I love that. That was a great game. Really good remake. Might throw that on my list. Just looking through my stuff here. Sorry, Hyrule Warriors, not you. Paper Mario Origami King is missing. And that's fine, because I don't know if that will be my top 20. It's a good game. But the Paper Mario remake, Thousand Year Door remake, might actually be on my list. The problem is, what remakes can go on a list like this? I don't know. Does it count? I don't know if it counts. If it counts, then yeah, Mario RPG and Mario Thousand Year Door would be in my top 20. So, that's just personally. Origami King is overhated. I agree. I think Origami King was a very, very good game. I don't love the battle system. I applaud them for doing something different. But it was good. Like, them getting back on track a bit. So, also Mario and Rabbids 1 and 2, both really good games. I don't know if I would throw them up there, but they're still really good. And then one other one that I'm seeing here in my list of games is which one? Star Allies? No, maybe not. I wouldn't throw Star Allies. Kirby. Dragon Quest XI. The Switch version. The port was a bit of a miracle. They had to downgrade some of the visuals. But it's a really great game. All the Switch content ended up becoming like the definitive edition. That would probably make my top 20. So, Link's Awakening remake and Advance Wars remake. Less good than the Mario RPG remakes. In my opinion. And if remakes are going to be on this list, and Rolling Stone, obviously this is this one author's list, but Metroid Prime would be like a top 5. I mean, it's just so fucking good. But overall, for a company or a magazine or a website or whatever Rolling Stone is these days, I only kind of know them as making terrible lists. Like, they had Kurt Cobain as like one of the top 10 vocalists of all time. Listen, I love Kurt's voice. I think he's got a great scream. I think he's very expressive. I like his acoustic stuff. Is he one of the top 10 best singers in rock? No. I think, and this could have been some other magazine, but I think Kurt Cobain even made top 20 guitarists of all time. Again, he's a creative guitarist. I like his writing. I even like his rhythm a lot. You put him up there with Jimi Hendrix? What? Are you crazy? That's nice of them. I mean, yeah, just say top 10 most influential singers, or top 10 most influential, but a lot of it's clickbait, so. And there's also a lot of recency bias in those lists. And this is a fan. Vanessa, I recently learned about the Staten Island serial pooper. The case remains unsolved. It's time for you to get off the internet. Alright, let's begin the demos.